Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me? Oh, finally. Are y'all kidding me right now? Shot all the way out. Finally, y'all can hear me. Finally. Is there any feedback, anything like that? Normally, I would say it was just one button, but honestly speaking, it was more than one button. But they had me fucked up. I said, they think that I'm not going to get this done and get this out the way today. They don't know me very well. They clearly do not know me very well. So now let's see if it works when I change the background. So what does the background look like now? All messed up, right? Let's see. Because I see it clearly on my end. What y'all getting? But what about the picture? Is it showing good? Let me see. See, there we go. Y'all still can hear me, right? Clearly. Even though I just did what I just did, y'all still can hear me? Because if y'all still can hear me, we going to have a throwback. And I'm going to fix the rest of the stuff. And if y'all read the title, y'all already know what the throwback is. All right, let's make sure that the throwback works.
What's up?
Hi, baby.
Can y'all hear the audio?
I'm so happy you're here.
Oh my God, you is the reason, girl. You and them damn group chats and all this. I'm like, let me get on this shit. But I said I'm gonna wait until I see like if it's like legit, and then like once you and Grimy and everybody was just like explosive, it's like yeah, it's legit. I'm like, okay, cool. Let me go give this a good try. But shout out to you because you've been on here running numbers, girl.
I've been trying. I just woke up. I'm about to, obviously I'm up here now doing my thing. How long you been on? I seen when you came in.
I
I'm seeing you earlier.
I have no. I came on just to like earlier, just to like fiddle around with it and like see how it goes. And I actually don't mind it. I've been talking to some pretty cool people. I done talked to a couple Europeans. A girl was weird, girl.
Yeah. Oh
Girl, it
yeah.
was
It,
weird.
it gets it gets crazy over here too. It gets
I said,
crazy
"Oh,
over
it's
here
some
too.
European," and I hear people cheering, running around, need their ass whooped, and I don't not mind whooping them.
Grimy, they won't leave Grimy alone. So I don't know why all these kids get the algorithm set up that he keep getting paired with all these goddamn kids that just come out of nowhere, leaving the funniest comments. But they be trolling Grimy, man. They don't care.
No, I heard that they don't like him at all, girl.
Yeah, they be all up. It's a whole group of them that got together and said, "Yo, you got to go find that Jamaican and go into his show." Because they ain't even calling him Barbadian. They didn't characterize him as Jamaican or Jamaican. And I done told the people that he's in a boat jumper. He's illegal, and that Trump is looking for him.
He is a boat jumper.
Yep, I
don't
told
nobody
them.
know where he's from.
Yep,
he be
I
trying
told
to act
them.
like he's from Barbados. We don't know.
Yo, he telling everybody. Oh no, over here he telling everybody he from Mexico. Now you have no idea the lies. He done got over here and got real brand new. You have no idea. Real brand new.
Not with Grimy.
Came into my show about 3:00 and he left messages on my show telling everybody about how I don't got no edges, I got alopecia, and I got patches in my hair, and
he
that's
ain't
why
got
I
no
sound
ID.
like that. So
he don't even got an
that's
ID.
exactly when I told him I'm reporting him to Trump because at this point I want to get the reward. I need the money. And if they giving people money for reporting the ICE, then I'm gonna Grimy's the first one that gotta go because I'm sick of that shit.
You shouldn't have said that. I'm calling today.
He gotta go.
I'm calling today. Grimy gotta go. He gotta go, girl.
Yeah, he over here making it hot. He's making it hot over here for me.
So are you enjoying the app?
Oh yeah, no, it's cool. I done met a really good dope people. Now you know that when you're in here, right? That you can call here without having their phone number, and you can talk privately, right? And so then when y'all come up with your game, when y'all come up again, you can go live right from that conversation. So Golden and Grimy call each other, get back each other. They go live automatically talking to each other. If that's like if you want to just be you and Tiff West, you can just come right on the show with Tiff West. You don't gotta ever talk to a stranger.
Well,
that must be Tiff West down there talking like, yeah,
together, girl.
Girl, that's probably Tiff West down there clapping like, yeah, thanks, Shanaughty, because I was wondering how we was gonna do this without having to try to find each other.
She is so bad. You and I want to do a show with you, girl.
Yeah, listen, I'm out here tonight, and I'm gonna be out here the next couple of days. I don't care. What number am I on this leaderboard? Let's see. I'm number 22. You know, both of us count right now. Like, just because I came up here with you, we're both getting quality. Like, I don't get the minutes that you've been had before this because you were up here. But these minutes, we both, this counts for both our time. You know how on Station Head, if I come on your show, it's your show. I don't count for my listeners, my views. That's the one thing about here. It counts for both of us. So that is the one thing that I really, really do like about it. I'm not gonna hold you.
So it places you in a different bracket. So if you talk to somebody that's number one, will it place you in that bracket?
Probably not. Probably gonna have listening to their show because I mean they now the person to beat. So it's gonna expose you. So it can help you move up quicker because usually the people higher up on a leaderboard are the ones that be having like 300, 400, 500 people come up into their show. Because they want to know what the number one person is talking about.
Nothing.
Oh, for
nothing.
Listen,
girl, I went over there listening. I was like, ooh, the boredom.
When I got on here, it was this girl trying to tell me how not to talk to this other girl. I was chilling with the girl who was number one last week, and it just seemed like don't nobody over here like her, and they mad they don't know where she came from. But she's a content creator on here. She got a check mark. Now, you know, I don't know if you. Yeah.
Hello. Okay, I can hear you now.
No. I just got quiet because you know how I be talking a lot, and everybody be like, "You should have just said that in the group chat instead of saying that on."
No, go ahead.
So, I'll just I'll text you a few other things, but other than that, yeah, no, I think it's pretty cool. I definitely think that we need to just report Grimy every chance we get. It's hit or miss with Golden because I feel like Grimy's a corrupter, and so I don't really want to blame Golden. But I know you love Gabs, and she was talking about my edges too. And I was like, yo, you sound like you really be sleeping in between Grimy and Explosive, and it shows. So I didn't want to have to take it there, but I had to defend myself, Sean. She left me no choice. She
Girl, you know
sound like
she
she
love
over there
grimy,
itching
girl.
in between the middle of them.
She
And
is in love with grimy.
I know it. I know it. I didn't know it. I'm not gonna lie and say I knew. I done figured it out recently. But they said right now I'm number 22. And I did a lot of that last night because I got on last night after Richard's show, whenever his show ended. And then I just got off at like 10:30 just morning. I was on that whole time. So that's the only reason why I got to number 22, because before I was down to 99. So it's a hot ass mess.
Ooh,
But
I'm
listen,
happy for you, girl. I seen that you've been doing work, girl.
you know that one of the main things about this is not just having people listen to you live. You're supposed to share this. You can upload these videos right to your YouTube and use this as your YouTube content as well if you're into that sort of thing, or if you have a podcast. But when you share it with your listeners and they go back and listen to the replay, do you know that you get more credit for people listening to your replay than listening to your live? Like, yo, the way
And
that
that's
this is
weird
set
because on
up,
Station Head it matters the other way around. They don't know on Station Head. It's the other
exactly.
way.
So if you got people who will support you, yo, I told my brothers and cousins, and I'm like, yo, come come hold me down. I'm sending them, the messages in the inbox or whatever, like, yo, it's real, the money is real. Go back and listen. Do you know that I got some real ghetto ass family members took them. I said, well, if you win, let me know. But they ain't watching none of my damn videos. I said, I'm gonna let you
That's
know after
girl.
I spent the money. I'm gonna spend now. I'm not even gonna save the money like a good citizen. I'm gonna let you know that it's all been spent. Like, yep, I had it, I got it, and it's gone. Thank you, though.
Period. I do the same thing. I'd be like, yeah, so I just got that. So
Yep.
yeah, the money
Thanks
came.
for
Yeah.
thanks for not the help.
Came and went on that
Yep.
ass. Came and went. So came and went. But absolutely. I'm happy for y'all. Y'all on here doing good work. I'm excited for you guys. I love that y'all got it popping over here because it was very boring. Until people like us came. I really don't care, about the people that's at the top because they're only going to be there for a limited time. Like I said to the other people, I was watching one of the people that, or listening, I should say, to one of the people that I believe she's number one. I was listening to her and she only had 10 people listening. And then I came back and she had 18. I'm like, oh, okay, girl. I thought you was a bad bitch, but I
You
mean, I
know what
guess
it
not.
is if they put in time, which some people be saying that people be falling asleep and that's supposed to be cheating, and the show is supposed to catch you and disqualify you for that. But if they don't put in they put in time. But the main thing they do, they're not really listening for these amount of minutes. At one point in time, the rule said that if you share your show and your friends listen, it'll count 3 times as much. So, oh yeah, it says that right here. It says we always give priority to our most entertaining talkers, having interesting conversation, have interesting conversations, and increase your audience engagement by 3 times. And because when you do that, right, when you get your audience to stay longer and to go back to listen to your stuff, they give you more minutes than what you was actually on there for. Like, it boosts your rankings, especially for the people going back and listening. So if you got a following and people who gonna support you, you're gonna do super well on here. Like you're really gonna do super well. You can get far with just the live listens, but it's those people who your viewers who you could be like, yo, go back and share it everywhere. Upload it to your YouTube content. People looking for YouTube content, this is it right here. If you don't want to show your body on YouTube, you don't mind just having your little emoji. We're gonna talk about why showing hair is not long because I want to see a hair. We'll get into that. But yeah, this is good for people who have a base already. It really, really is. Because
Yeah,
your
I think
base could
so
really
too.
put you over the top. Sometimes, your bases can't really support you financially. So they give you your time and your listens and your likes and they follow you. But this is one where they could really help you secure that bag. Like, really,
Hmm.
really.
Right. Well, I'm gonna try to stay as fluent on it as I can. We got a couple of voices. Let me listen to them. Okay.
I will support you, Shanaughty. I'm gonna follow you right now. Make sure I'm there for you, girl. I got you. Forget the fam right now.
Oh, oh, Pink.
Oh,
Oh my
thank
God, I
you,
love
Pink.
her.
I'm
I love you,
following you
Pink girl.
too.
That's bae. That is bae.
Where is my boo Tiff West? Where's she at? I can't see her on here. Is she on here?
She might be listening, but I believe she's at work. That's my girl. We watched her Wash episode last night, so y'all make sure y'all check my girl out on Washed on Amazon Prime. But to watch season 2, you have to go on to Washed series, the website, in order to watch it right now. And then when it's done, it will be uploaded onto Amazon Prime. So yeah, y'all make sure y'all go check out my boo. She was just sitting there complaining about her stuff all night. I'm like, sis, girl, you look great. Girl, be quiet.
Oh.
So we got another one.
Island will as well. This is Island Brown.
Yes, Island said she got you, girl. See, my people love y'all. My
I'm
people is
following you
just so
back too.
supportive.
Everybody that follows
I
me, I'm
love
following
my
back.
people. I just love them. They so fucking supportive. Like, oh my God. Like, I don't know what I would do without these people. I swear for Lord, I really don't. I love my
Well, I'm
fucking
gonna
people.
tell you about the people on here. They will come into your show and they be like, "Hey, just stopping by. Follow me. I'll follow you back, right?" And then you follow them back, and then what they do is they immediately unfollow you, which I
They
don't
can
care because you know
immediately
how I
kiss my
am. I'm gonna
ass.
support anyway. But yo, like literally, like people was like, "Yo, go check. I bet you they gone." I'm like, "What you mean?" They like, "Go check your followers and go see if they still there." I'm like, "I just followed them. They just followed me." I'm like, "Go." They like, "Go see if they're still there." And you go back and look like, oh shoot, no, they going. What happened to app? They're like, no, that's what everybody does around here. Everybody want to be the one with the most followers, so they try to get all the new people follow them, and then they unfollow the new people, hoping the new people don't never peep game. I'm
Oh my
like, yo,
God.
this is so childish.
Shady.
I'm just here to smash it on. Yeah.
Oh, Super
He must
Sean,
have been talking
you
to
in a
you.
truck? You know he's a truck driver, so you could tell that
Yeah, super
background
shy.
noise.
Yeah, his extra buff ass. Buff as hell in that front seat. Buff as hell.
All I'm gonna say is he was not like that in middle school, ladies, because otherwise I would have made some different decisions.
Oh,
In middle
would you
school, he
have,
was one of
girl?
those chicken chest dudes. I mean, you know, we linked up at prom and everything together, so I had an opportunity to get a good look. And I mean, he was always cool or whatever, but you know, he looked good or whatever, but he wasn't that, you know, he wasn't hitting him like that. Is all I'm gonna say.
Super Sound, she said you was not that nigga. No, you was not. Yeah.
I was not.
You was not that nigga.
The glow
Ooh,
up was
Shanaughty
real
with the
though. The
shade.
glow up was real. All right, and that's what matters.
Period. She said you glowed up because you was a real ugly nigga. But
I did
you
not
glowed
say
up. You glowed up. You glowed up.
Chicken chest done got a glow up. Let me find out.
Oh yes,
Period.
yes.
He done glowed up on these fools. He done glowed up.
He's
Period.
definitely got to do a before and after picture because y'all gonna be like, okay, yeah, we get you let that one get away, Shanaughty. That was definitely a mistake on my part. I couldn't see the future like I needed to. I didn't know. I didn't know what I didn't know at that time.
Oh my goodness. I mean, but I
So,
mean, it take time, to find things out. Not everybody cute right away.
yo, Jill.
They don't be like. I remember my homeboy. He was fine as hell, girl. We went over to his house. I said, "Who is this?" Looking at like baby pictures and stuff. He was like, "That's me." I was like, "You is lying," like all up in my face. He was like, "No, that's for real me." I'm like, "Ugh." I was like, "Gross." Like, thank God for whatever happened. Like, the God is good. Won't He do it? Because I'm like,
My
"Ugh."
mother
I said, "You
said.
weren't cute at all."
My mother said, you know, because you walk around talk about you ain't bald headed, but you know, in the beginning, I had to rake I had to rake your hair from your scalp, because that shit was not. That is nothing but my hands that got you to have the amount of hair that you had. I said, she said, that's why your hair so dense now, because I put the touch of God in that scalp to get them roots to grow, because you did not start off with hair. No, you didn't. She said you had a nice round circle head, and I used to put my little hair bows around your head, and that was that, because you ain't have no hair to hold it in. So,
Oh, you had the struggle ponytail?
I didn't even have a ponytail. You believe her? I was like one of them other babies that just come out bald. If you let my
Oh,
mother
girl,
tell
you
it.
had crumbs, girl.
And she had, yes, and she had to, massage and put the love and care that it comes down, passed down through the generations of fingers to get my hair out my scalp. And then ever since then, it's been there. But she said that, that's some brand new, because I was there when I met you, and I know what you look like when you came out.
Ooh, I was
And
there
I'm
when I
like, you
met
know
you.
what? That's why nobody trusts and believes anything that you say. And I just hung the phone up with her when she starts getting mean like that, because I don't
Yeah,
need
she was
another
skinny
therapy
girl.
session. I don't need another therapy session.
I cannot. I
Just
literally
thinking
cannot.
about it
So is
now.
Golden on here by herself, or is she coming on here with her nigga?
Okay, so you know how mad bitches link up, right?
Period.
So Grimy and Golden are the mad bitches on here that linked up, and so they did that. They the dynamic duo. But no, you know how it's probably a lot easier, because Grimy and everybody cup of tea until you get to know him. So it's probably easier for
Even when
Grimy to
you do,
talk to
he still
somebody.
ain't your cup of tea. Mm, 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 mm. He tried it. Mm-mm. No. Rejected. Mm-mm. Hell no.
Ooh. But yeah, I think that some people on here, and that's how you get to a lot of people are getting to the top because they're either meeting people on here who they vibe with. Yo, Sean, I'm gonna tell you something right now. You know how you always talk about this, and I've been like, even though I've been paying attention to it, I just don't phrase it how I phrase it now after listening to the new. But you know how you be like, yo, you gotta protect your space, and like that's why you don't just like let everybody get up on your YouTube channel or get up on your shows. You gotta protect your space so people are not
Right.
draining you. So I think that that's what Grimy and Golden are trying to do. They're just trying to keep it between them because they can feed off of each other's energy and make it work. Because there's some people on here, yo, you can have just woke up in the morning, and by the time you're done with your 5 minute interaction with them, you be like, all right, y'all, I'm ready to go. I'm about to go take a nap. Meanwhile, it's 9:05 a.m. Like, no, that person got some nasty energy. They just suck the life out of you. But there's a lot of people on here that give you energy. Like, they got really dope conversation. And I've been just be feeding off of them because whenever I see, I'll go over with Grimy and get on with him sometimes, and there's a lot of people over here. It definitely is. Cloud is over here. Whoa whoa, who else? Red Diamond is over here.
I saw
Um,
Net Net, right?
I was on with Net. I ain't
Yeah,
never
it
in
was
my
you.
life.
I was listening to you
Oh,
and Net Net.
okay. Yeah, I ain't never nothing. Then the Golden came over there trying to start some shit about that when she still need to figure out who her baby that she done turned into a real Richard. She
Ooh.
done won one little award. Listen to me. Oh,
I
Richard's name. I
cannot.
have let everybody over here know about him already. So when if he comes over here, they will already know what to expect from him. I already let them know you got to watch him, because he will steal your man. But Golden, she's turned into him. It's somebody over here. I forget what his name is, Asher or something like that. And that's her daddy. I'm in Walmart talking to her and Grimy on here, and she like, yeah, because I got to go get the ultrasound or whatever. And he said, I just walked into the room. Oh my God, Golden, are we having kids? Oh my God, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. And he been running around here telling everybody, he's so excited he got kids on the way. And I'm like, bro, she messed with Clay G. She messed with Grimy. She messed with Net Net. She messed with you. Don't nobody know who that baby daddy is? But he sound like
Ooh.
he one of
And she
those
messed with
people
Berto
where,
too.
oh, drop a bomb. Because in the ultrasound picture, she said it looked like the baby got dreads already. She tried to let
Berto.
us know.
Berto.
Now I gotta grab my drink.
And I'm
Cause
low
that
key
was
jealous
just
because
too
Berto is
much.
cute. I looked at his Instagram. I was like, oh, you cute. I didn't know because from his picture, it's kind of like off, so he still looks, attractive in his picture. But like when I went to look him up on Instagram, I was like, oh, Berto's actually handsome. Like he's an attractive person. So when, because he was coming at her the damn Grammy show because she was over there flirting with a nigga over here. So he had to
Oh,
put her in her
that's
place real quick.
crazy. That's
Hmm.
crazy. I heard that Roots is over here. Richard's daughter is over here
Oh
with their
my
own show
God.
trying to raise bail money to get out because Richard won't do nothing. So there's a lot. There's a lot, Sean. I'm glad
I
that somebody's here.
cannot.
I want you to get rid of this halo because I don't need you over here with that kind of energy. I need you over here with long hair flipping, like
I
because
am
it's rough
sweet.
out here.
Why is everybody trying to make it seem like I am Lucifer? Hold on, we got some voice clip.
Sean, Tasha K could learn something from this lady because she is helping you, not lying to you. She's
Period.
actually giving you good information. And not all people would do that. She's a good person. I think you should stick with her.
I
Unlike
love real
Tasha
men
K,
though.
who does nothing but lie after lie after lie, just like Starmisha, her Ace Boon Coon, as she calls him. Nothing but a bunch of liars. All they do is lie, lie, lie. This young lady, Sean, on the other hand, is good people. Stick with her. Because not all will give you this information on how things are run over here.
Absolutely. Thank you, Brown Girl. Oh my God, I love Shanaughty. Why you
Yo,
think I hurried up as soon as I
it's
seen it
the
said
unlike
Shanaughty was like,
Tasha
I'm like,
K
oh
for
my
me.
God. It's a
It's the
girl,
unlike Tasha K for me.
we
That did
can't
it.
stand that bald head asshole.
Yeah, for real, you gotta protect your energy because some people out here that they have no empathy. They're just savage. They don't care about human beings as human beings. They just want to see people. They just want to build you up so they can tear you and rip you to shreds. So yeah, just protect your energy, man. That's important.
Absolutely, Nora. You better tell her.
Can y'all please talk a little bit louder?
No, pull over. It's that truck. It's loud, nigga. It ain't us, it's you. You the one driving around in a goddamn tank. It's not us this year, but turn it up, Super Shy. Oh my goodness. That's you driving around in a goddamn tank. Shit. It's not us, it's you.
Tell him to put the damn window up, talking about speak up.
Period. Period. His car loud, truck loud as hell. Talk about it's us. No, I'm Sean. It's you, buddy.
Tell Sean, not you, the other Sean, to get a speaker or something.
He in that loud ass truck. I kind of feel bad for him because he out there working hard for the coin. Can't even hear all post thing. He a lick. He hear our every third word. Poor Super Sean. Poor Super Sean. Sorry, buddy. I mean, what you want me to scream? Like, what you want us to do? Oh my goodness. I mean, my face is literally on the phone. My face laying on top of it.
I agree. I'm definitely following Shanaughty. She's putting out everybody's business, and I'm nosy. So.
Period. We love Shanaughty.
Wait, no, but I ain't
Gemini
messy.
be
I
on
ain't putting
station
out
head.
everybody's business.
She be
no,
on station head. She be listening. Yes, you is. You done came over here. You done brought the trap spot over here. You sure done did, girl.
You serious? Don't tell me Weirdo 101 is over here.
Girl, from what I hear, that bitch is over here, girl.
Oh, let me get matched with him because God is good. Oh,
I've been
waiting. Change my name so he don't know it's
I've
me.
been waiting.
Let me change my
That's
name.
Gonna be the show of the century. It's gonna be the show of the century because I'm
y'all already
him
know it
clean
should
out.
be.
I'm cussing him clean out. I can't wait. I can't wait. He get cussed clean out.
Yo, what if he link up with that chick with the bad connection? Maybe it'll work because she probably got a better Android than she do an iPhone. So this might make their conversations go better. I mean, she still talks low as hell, and her voice is very annoying to me. But I think she's like, I think I know her name. I'm just not gonna say it. But if they come over here and do a show, yo, I want to see if it sounds just as dry as the rest of these people, or if it got some flavor to it. Cause the music
I was gonna
ain't stayed
interview
on.
her. I was gonna interview her about all that stuff that went down over there.
You should have did it because she would have loved it.
Oh, but see, she got nervous because she kept saying like, "Well, you gonna I don't need to be called out of my name and nothing like that." I was gonna call her out of her name, but I was gonna cuss her out. I was gonna cuss her out for the simple fact is that you sitting over there with this bald headed who, and you sit over there just because I don't care that Trap calls me a lizard because at least he and I have had issue with one another, but I don't know you and you don't know me, and I've never spoke your name. So for you to sit there and call me that bitch and you don't know me or have spoken, we have no issue with one another because I don't know you and you don't know me. So for you to sit over there and do that, and then you trying to make it seem like you don't want to come, which she wanted to, but she was just like, I don't want to be called out of my name or anything like that. Why not? You want to be their name. So I'm definitely going to call you out of yours. So yeah, I was gonna set it up in a cute way, and then I was gonna bring that up, and then as soon as I brought that up, I was gonna cuss her out. So, but yeah, she got scary and decided not to come, which is fine, But still, at the same time, yeah, you were gonna get cussed out, sis. Oh yeah, that was definitely happening.
She did the same thing
to
me. She did the same thing to me, yo. I'm like, yo, how do I? because she was telling people, "You been wanted to come for me." Come where for you? I don't even know where you were at. Where did you come from? Everybody know where Trap came from. We all know Trap. Like you taking riding coattails to a whole new level. You now got beef because he got beef, but you don't even want to defend your beef. Like y'all eating ground turkey over here because y'all don't even know how beef works. Clearly, like it got to be actual beef. So she definitely was trying to clout chase me, and she probably was trying to clout chase you, but didn't want the heat that came along with it. And
Because
I'm
she was gonna
not.
get it. She was
Mhm.
definitely gonna get burned.
Mhm.
So that's why I said, girl, yeah, you come in here and you sit down, I'm gonna eat you alive. So it's just like, yeah, come have a seat, girl, because yeah, you're definitely getting cussed out. Like I'll
Yup,
let
and
you
that's on
speak, I'll
period.
let you say your piece, but you're getting cussed out before you leave, sis. You can drop down, you can do all of that, and you're still going to get cussed out. So yeah, it's going down. Like that's happening. That's happening. You're not about to just run around being disrespectful on behalf of somebody else and feel like just because we haven't had an issue, I'm not going to get cussed out. Yeah, you are going to get cussed out because you draw that energy in. You don't have to say anything that he said. You chose to repeat it. So now that you chose to repeat it, bitch, just like I'm a roast him who, I'm a roast you too, baby. I'm a roast you too. We got a clip.
Trust me, it feels so good, yeah, when you go into the search button and you type in Tasha K and you don't find that bitch. Ooh, it feels so good.
I know that's right. Tasha is so stagnant right now. It's like, girl, I thought you was that bitch. Like, what
But you
happened
know
to
how
you,
she's
girl?
following Sean, so she's over here. She done figured it out now. She's following Sean, you know that, and she's watching them. So she'll be
Oh,
over
she's
here
been following me.
shortly.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
she'll be
she's
over
been
here
following me.
shortly.
She's been on my station head. She's been on all of those things. Like
Yeah,
when
she'll
she
she'll
had
be over
popped
here
in and everybody
soon.
was like, "Oh my God, Tasha K's here!" Like she always comes here. She listens to me. She listens to Armand. She listened to Wiley when Wiley was doing it. She be
And
coming here.
apparently listened to Richard because she tweeted about him the other night.
Absolutely, she
I
tweeted
was
about
like, what
Rich's
the
station
hell?
head. Yeah, she be on station head. She be over there. She be over there. We got another
I
one.
What?
agree, Shanaughty, I agree. Mm-hmm.
Yep, she be listening. She definitely be listening. Like she know too much to not be listening. A lot of the stuff that has taken place, especially with Rich, it's on station head. So it's like, girl, like you're not fooling anybody, but she don't be
Yep.
trying to. She has two profiles. One of them is Winos, is that one, and then she also has one that says Unwind. She has two profiles. So I think one profile is for her if she started doing a station head, and the other one was for when she goes around and creeps. But
And
she, yeah, she be on
yeah.
station head. Yeah, she be on there.
She be listening to everybody but her husband.
Ooh.
Period. 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 You better come through with the facts, Gemini.
Fuck Tasha K. You know, Sean, she copied your hairstyle, right?
Period.
Oh,
Ooh,
fix it,
Daryl
Jesus. I
sounds
want to see what
so
her
cute.
avatar look like. Yo, I want to see
Daryl
what
need
her
to take me on a
avatar.
date. Daryl, take me on a date. Oh my goodness.
Tasha K must be a glutton for punishment then, because everybody be dragging the fuck out of her, and she's still following y'all.
Yeah.
Clearly, clearly,
Oh
she's a
yeah.
glutton for punishment.
Oh
Absolutely.
yeah.
When I did that video, I did a video about her about 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago. And one of her main moderators came into my chat and then commented underneath my video and then came into my DM on Instagram saying, Tasha would like you if dot dot dot. Fuck that bitch.
Tasha K is nothing but a rat with musty titties.
Period.
Ugh, I do not like her at
Me either.
all. At all.
Me either,
Them
girl.
big old stinking musty titties.
Girl,
Whew,
she has musty
whew,
titties.
just makes
Ugh.
my pressure up.
Me
God.
too, girl. Oh my goodness.
Yo.
Tasha K is one of those content creators on YouTube that swear they don't watch other content creators but know their
All the
every
time.
single move. Like, girl, if you watch them
Absolutely.
and you're a fan, just say that and keep it pushing.
Absolutely. Like when the person came into my DM that is her moderator, she said, Tasha likes you, but I don't care. Like, I don't give a damn. Who told you I did so I could cuss them out? Like, girl, I
Say.
don't give a damn. Like, I don't care.
She says that everybody else is on coke, but she's the one who stays up all night watching her haters. Like, I will never do that. If someone don't like me, you don't like me, period. Like, I'm not gonna go research what my haters are saying about me. That's sad, yo.
Yo,
That's
you
really
see?
sad. Yeah, Cardi was on coke when she was pregnant.
Yo, you see how quick I
Popcorn
got
in
off
the.
a trapper?
It's not even popcorn in the kettle black because she wasn't. She's the one who's on coke. She's the only one on coke.
Period.
But yeah, it's a mad thing. It's crazy.
Trying to put it on other people. What you were saying, Shanaughty?
Yeah, I was like, that's why I got off of the trap situation. Like we started, we created content, showing how I am. I'll find something. Remember, you had a good show going that had nothing to do with nothing, and I bring all of them people griping about the awards to your show by playing the speak, playing it in the background and all that stuff. Like I definitely know how to create a little bit of a buzz to get a little bit of content going. Not that you had your own show going, but I'm just so the way that I am that I done brought a whole nother situation. And really, some people say I messed up your show because that's when you was reading to people from Station Head and having using clues. But yeah,
No,
no,
I
I
had
will
fun.
definitely.
It was good.
Yeah, but I would definitely try to create some type of content off of something that actually exists. But I'm not just bringing up no imaginary scenarios like those text messages Richard had just to create content. Like we different. Like we're not built the same. I'm taking something that automatically exists and I'm saying, yo, put the magnifying glass over here and see what happens. That Tasha K and people like her just literally be sitting downstairs and they need to be writers for TV shows because y'all just making up things. Like that's
Absolutely.
not creating content. You're telling us go write a book. That's not creating content. You causing drama. You passing on lies. It's not the same.
Right. And it's like Cardi and Offset are already going through enough when it comes to their divorce. With her adding stuff like that, like what if Cardi wanted to reconcile? What if Cardi was having second thoughts? Like what? So with you coming out with information like that, which if it's true, I feel like if anybody needed to know, it would be Cardi. Like why would that be any of our business? It's not like we're sleeping with him. She is, that's her husband. So I don't understand like why do that? Like why add insult to injury? It's like you just want to see the demise of this woman because Tasha, her real issue with Cardi right now, what I think a lot of people are looking over is that Cardi B is draining the shit out of her pockets. It is very expensive to be sued by someone, especially when you have to have your own attorney. If you are not fighting for yourself, it is very expensive to have them when you are being counseled about it, when you are going back and forth to court. All of that is billable hours. That is expensive for lawyers to just be draining out of your pockets, especially when there's no judgment that's supposed to be coming up anytime soon. Cardi is dragging the lawsuit. Cardi could have settled a long time ago. She could have been did that, but Cardi has the fun. Yeah, bye, Steve. Shanaughty. Hi, boo. Oh my goodness. You just saved me. My goodness, girl, these people is so boring. Girl, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do this. I'm like, oh my goodness. And they keep sending me Europeans. I'm like, why do they keep sending me white people? Like, I don't have a problem with white people. I just don't feel like we have anything to talk about. Like, I'm like, what? Like, oh my goodness. Like, most of my listeners is black. They don't really want no white peen. So it's just like, I mean, most of the people on here, girl, it's giving me a headache.
Yo, I was screen recording because I don't know why it's not letting me post right to Instagram. Like I can post, I think it's 60-second clips right to Facebook. Like I already got like 5 up there, right? I figured out how to do that. You go to your talk and then you click the share. Once you go back into your own shows and you listen, like go back to whatever talk you want. And just like the highlights on Station Head, you go to what you want and then you create, but when you first do it, it's only 15 seconds. You got to look at the top and slide it over to the 60-second mark, or it's either 60 or 30 seconds. I'm not going to hold you. But so I figured that out. So I got to good parts in my shows that was funny, and I'm sharing them on Facebook, and I try to share some with me and you on Instagram, but my Instagram is not connecting because I got too many. I got Finstas and Instas and Sinstas. So
Period.
I got to get my shit together and just stop trying to hide and troll people. So I think that's the problem. But pretty much it really does work. You really can share these, and then it does boost you up. Like it really boosts because our show, your show that you had yesterday, and I came in at the end or whatever, it had 95 listens the last time that I checked.
Look at us. Oh my
So I'm
goodness.
trying to share them because it goes up even after, like I said, it goes up after we get off here. It's not just, what you see down there. It goes up the more people go back and listen and share. So that's the plan. I was just out here, but I got the notification that you was on, but my dumb self, because I'm screen recording, right? And I was about to hop off, but I'm like, wait, was that a part of the show yesterday? Or is he live now? And then, I'm itchy and scratchy and I'm like, dang, I don't want to miss him. Let me just go see. So now I'm over here. But you ain't have to do old boy like that. You're crazy.
Do old boy like what, girl? Do him like what, girl? Girl, like they not about to force us to get along. Like they not about to do that. Like y'all not about to do that to me. Like, oh my goodness. Like, good. I'm like, why do y'all keep connecting me with people that don't really want to talk to me? Like, oh my goodness. I'm like, you don't want to talk to me. Like, I can tell you don't want to talk to me because I don't really want to talk to you. So, but I mean, it's a lot of people on here that be like that. Like, you know how many people I skip, how many Karens I done skip past. I'm not about to talk to you, Becky.
Oh,
girl, we don't got nothing to talk about. I done skipped so many people. So my Lord, I'm like all these goddamn Tamar Braxton goddamn emojis. What is going on? So then when you said, I'm like, oh my God, yes.
I told you, you could have just called me.
I know, but I don't want to. I don't know if you was live or anything. I want to buy. I was over there listening to Golden, and she was over there talking to Follow Me. I know the way. So I was just like, what is going on over here, Golden? And then she got that one nigga that's always singing. I'm like, bruh, like you was not about to get no deal on here. Like that's not happening. Yep. I'm gonna need you to take this voice to like Instagram or somewhere like that, somewhere relevant. It's not relevant over here. It's cute that you did
you know
that.
What? Golden likes that. Golden be encouraging that.
No, Golden liked like past tense because when he was doing it the first time, Golden was like, oh my God, she was just like being serenaded. Now she's just like, okay, nigga, I get it. All right, you got a voice. Thanks. Like you can tell because she ain't like wowed by it no more. So I'm just listening to him. I'm just like, John Legend, can you figure out what you're gonna do with the rest of your day? Because sitting here wasting your vocals, I just don't know. Like I just don't know about that. Yeah, I mean, I don't mind the singing and stuff like that. I think that's cool. I think it would be better suited for him if he just like went on air himself and just like sang. I mean, people would sit around and listen to that. Not me, but people would sit around and listen to that. People would probably do it. We got a couple clips, girl. Let's listen.
Good morning, Shanaughty. Damn, we down here deep early in the morning. I want to say hi to you.
Hi, Sean. It's Little Pink Unicorn.
Hi, Little
We have asleep over here.
Oh my goodness. That just warmed my heart.
Good morning. Hi, Little Pink.
Yes.
And the nerve enough of my funky, goofy ass talk about some, oh, I'm going to go look at your Instagram. Knowing motherfucking well
Yes.
So, hey y'all, I got a question. Like,
Yes.
how do people stay on the phone that long? Like the number one and number two. So, were they on since yesterday and the day before and the day before? How does that work?
Girl, they push on air and just leave the phone up. That's all they do. Trying to make it seem like they really that bitch. You're not that bitch. You just don't have a life. So like it's different, you know.
They
I
do
feel like
spend like 15, 16, 17 hours, but that's not the main way to get it. And I'm telling you, because let's just say me and Sean did 12 hours right now. If all we get is 10 people, all we have is 10 listeners. Like that's it. So what really doubles your minutes is when you share your show, it tells you that. Like when you share your show on other platforms, because you can, if you have a Spotify account for podcasts, you can share these shows to your Spotify or your iTunes podcast account. Like they give you a lot of options to share. I've been sharing on Facebook little clips of my shows all day. When your family and friends, when Facebook tells you you got those views, your listens go up too. I haven't been on here for no 8,000 and nothing minutes. I'm telling y'all, that's crazy. I took 2 days off just sleeping and just doing my regular stuff. Then I work. So I'm telling you, it's not that. It's when you do get people to share your show. That counts. And every listener that comes in counts too. It doesn't, I don't think they only got to stay for like a second or 2 seconds. They don't got to stay for, 45 minutes in order to count. So that helps as well. But really, it's the sharing of the show. It's people like y'all who support Sean, who share it all over your IGs. You can post the links to Twitter if you got a good Twitter following. Like all of that is what helps and what counts. The sharing the Facebooks, all of that. So that's where you double and triple your minutes at, is by your friends and your network, your team putting in that groundwork for you. It ain't just like,
right.
yes, being up here mad time helps, because that means is it more of a chance for people to come into your show. But that's also more of a chance that you may say something funny and it may make them want to share it with their friends or whatever. They was calling me a comedian on here yesterday. I'm like, yo, I'm not a comedian. Y'all laughing at me. You're not
But that's
laughing
the
at my
thing. It's a
jokes.
lot of people on here, girl. Now y'all hear Shanaughty's advice, and Shanaughty saying if you share it, it does help triple and double your minutes and things like that. But them hoes that's sitting there in the top five spots, about them bitches is on here all day and all night. So it's just like, don't get me wrong. I do believe that them is sharing their stuff helps them, but still at the same time, got nothing to do. They be sitting on
Yeah.
here all goddamn day, and they're all boring. I haven't listened to nobody on the top five that actually literally made me want to stay. They got a good 32 seconds. So they some trash ass hoes. And I do feel like the majority of them don't have a goddamn life. I'm not about to sit on here all goddamn day because I have a life, but I'm still that bitch. So they're boring. They are definitely giving cigarette smoke from the top to the bottom. The first one is giving Newport, the second one is giving Marble, and the third is giving Virginia Slim. So yeah, I will pass on them. Like I mean, please share the word that SeanDavieWay said, that everybody that's in the top 10 is some weak ass hoes. So let's listen to the rest of these voice clips.
Oh, look who it is. Hey, Sean. I didn't think you
Ugh,
wanted to come over here. Look
gross.
at you, ho.
Ugh, beige niggas always have the most to say.
That's what's up, Shanaughty. Thank you. Thank you very much. And Sean, come on now. Let's get it. We here for you, dog.
Oh, y'all ain't gotta worry about it. These boring assholes. I am literally that nigga. Heidi ho.
Hey yo, Sean, bro, you kind of rude, bro, for real. Dead ass, no cap, but do you, son? You're.
Dead ass no cap. Did you
You
get
know
black
how?
after we declined? Like weird. Yeah, I'm kind of rude. I'm not kind of rude. I am rude. Hit that
You know how
request
to
if
end
you would
those
like to come
messages.
argue about it.
If you don't want to listen to it no more, you know how to end those messages. You just press that X. Like
Oh
after
no,
you
it's
press it
fine.
back in.
I don't mind.
Oh,
I don't
okay.
mind hearing. No, I don't mind hearing it at all. I'm kind of rude. No, I am rude. Yeah. Anything else you like to say, European? Moving right along.
Sean, you fucking rude, bro. You
As
rude.
hell. As
You rude
hell.
dude, bro.
As
Let's see
hell.
how far that
Very.
actually gets you in real life.
Far. Clearly, far. 13 listeners. You ain't had that many.
You a fucking cornball, bro. You
I am.
corny
What
as
are you gonna do
hell.
about it? What are you gonna do about it, though?
Whack, bro.
What are you gonna do about it? I'll be whack. I'll be a cornball. I'll be all that shit. But what I'm not is irrelevant. Yeah, let's keep this going.
No, I definitely think you should stay, Sean. Don't leave.
Girl, I ain't going nowhere.
Really, Stereo Steve? Now you got all that to say. You was this nice little good boy, and now you got all
Of
this
course
mouth
he
that
was
you're
good
off of
while he
here.
was getting a
Boy,
little
bye.
shine. I would be mad too. Yeah, I would be mad too. If I was you, I'd hate me too, bitch.
Yeah, come request. Let's talk about it.
Yeah, no, you hit the
Let's
request. You
talk
were
about
over
it
here.
when
You
we
were
do
over
it
here.
then.
And you're still here. Weird.
Stereo, what is his name? Stereo Steve. It's
Yes.
hilarious. He
Isn't
literally
he?
just turned
Oh
black.
my goodness. He is
OMG.
cracking me up. He is cracking me up. I'm like, oh my goodness, let me find out you got off the phone and got a little swag.
You know our chats are saved, right? They're recorded.
I don't care.
You know that, right? So I could
Yeah.
pull that shit up real quick about how
You go right ahead.
rude you were to me
Very.
when I was being nice to you when we first matched up.
Yeah.
Fucking weirdo.
Yeah, I'll be all of that, but you're still over here. So who's weird? Is it me or is it you?
Baby, Steve said no cap. Steven.
Period.
Steven.
He got off the phone and got a little culture.
I ain't mad. I ain't mad at the shine, bro. I'm not a fucking greedy piece of shit.
I will act like it.
But you saying that everyone else is whack makes
Y'all
you
are.
whack.
Yeah, I'll be all of that, but what I'm not gonna be is Czech. Damn sure by not by no motherfucking European.
How many times you call me Caucasian?
A lot.
How many times you fucking? I'm not Caucasian. I'm Italian.
Oh,
but,
you're
okay.
Oh, so you're Caucasian with a biscuit. You're Caucasian with a pizza. Okay.
Oh my God, Stereo Steve is a Karen.
Period. I'm Italian. So you Caucasian with bananas with
Your
what
heritage
you talking about?
and your color are not the same. We're not gonna do this again.
You were definitely not. But let's keep on going. Scuba Steve, you still around, buddy?
So now, Steve, seriously, it's early in the morning. You gonna call the authorities about Stereo? You gonna report him to the authorities, to the Stereo authorities? Cut it out.
Steve, Karen's son, are you gonna report me? Oh my God.
What the fuck, Sean? You just started this. Steve just came on. We have enemies already? Gross.
Oh my God, you know I love a good enemy, especially if they can make a pizza.
Did he really try to pull the white dude card? We can tell. If he gonna sit his ass down, Steve, go get some freaking coffee. It's too early for that bullshit. If you don't like it, keep it moving, dummy. You just want the clout. Ain't nobody paying your ass to be sitting on D-Way show and get his money. We don't want you, Korean dude.
Look at my peepa. Steve, where your peepa?
You are getting checked. You're getting checked right now, bruh.
By who?
Fucking
Oh my
weirdo.
goodness. Are you the person that's going to get the person that's gonna check me? Because the damn sure ain't you.
Give Steve a cape so he could be super mad.
Scuba Steve.
Yo, you racist as fuck too. Fuck boy.
I'm racist.
That's what you are, the definition of fuck boy. Fucking weirdo.
I'm a folk boy, meaning that I'm fucking and you're not. You just said that you're single, right? Yeah, whack it.
No, I'm not saying I'm gonna fucking report him, but anyone who wants to fucking know the truth can go and listen to how much of a fucking tool bag this fucking scumbag is. Fucking weirdo.
So you're calling him a scumbag because he switched and matched up with somebody that he knows,
with somebody black,
here and talking to a stranger. You're mad that he came and linked up with his friend instead of sitting there talking to somebody who thinks
I don't
all
know
this shit about him.
Right, that I don't know. Absolutely, yeah, somebody that I don't know. But I'm the weirdo. I'm weird because I won't sit here and have a long conversation with a fucking stranger. But I'm weird. Yeah, how about you are? And I don't have to sit there and talk to you, motherfucker. And I'm not racist. Okay, I'll claim it, whatever. I mean, white people get to, right? Yeah. So I'll be whatever you want me to be. But one thing that I'm not going to be, Scuba Steve, is checked. So let's keep on listening.
And let me stop, you know what? Because, see, I'm just a down-ass bitch. I was just siding with my baby Sean. But, Steve, I don't want no smoke with Steve. Steve is nice, y'all. He is really nice.
Steve is really nice. He's the type of person that will call the police for you. My God.
Nah, if you don't like it, you could kick me or you can kick rocks. Fuck out of here.
What? I could do what? Did he say kick rocks? Oh, my God. Let me find out his uncle owns the app. Let me find out he's Italian, too.
Gang, Virgo gang in here. You could tell we deep in here. SeanDavieWay, That badass bitch is definitely in the building. Everybody in their
Period.
feelings.
With a capital P. A capital P.
Okay, now, Steve, because I was going to ride with you for a little while, but you're saying fuck a little too much. You're doing a whole lot. We're just joking around with you. Relax. You need to
Oh my
relax.
God. We kidding, but I am a racist scumbag. Oh my God, I will be all of that. But once again, one thing I won't be is checked. And Steve, didn't you bring your white privilege? Oh, my fault. You're Italian. So you do what you have to do, Mr. Italy.
No, because he fucking sits on here and says everyone else is whack.
All of y'all whack.
Says
y'all whack
fucking that he's the shit. He's the most popular thing. Calling me fucking Caucasian. Well, I'm not Caucasian. I'm Italian.
Oh, you're a
fucking weirdo. All you are fucking weirdos. All you guys do is fucking troll, and you try to fucking think making people angry is gonna get you fucking popping. Fuck out of here.
Thinking making people angry. You seem very, very, very mad, Italian. Oh my God, you should calm down with the motherfucking sausages, the meatballs. You won't want them to fall on the ground.
Suck my dick, bitch. Fucking weirdo.
Ooh. Suck your dick, I'll pass.
Confidence.
He's upset that I'm a bad bitch. He's upset that he's irrelevant.
You want him to be insecure. You're supposed to feel like you're that guy too. I feel like I am that bitch. SeanDavieWay don't got nothing on me. We're all supposed to feel that way about
Period.
We
That's
don't
that
damn
African
each other for having
confidence.
Okay, we
That's
don't
that
damn each other
girl.
for having confidence over here.
Period.
You're the one who wants us to be submissive and feel bad about ourselves. It's not gonna work. That don't make you whack for loving yourself and feeling like you that badass bitch. We all say that. You should feel that way. You obviously don't love yourself, and it shows.
He doesn't, girl. He needs to stop making them meatballs real quick and tell us how he really feel. Right. Like, girl, like, I'm not about to come on here and make it seem like it's nothing that, like I said, the top 10, I feel that they are all whack. I listen to all of them and they are fucking dry. They're dry sauce. They sit there, twiddle their fingers, and try to find something to talk about with a fucking stranger. I think it's lame. Very lame. If you're going to talk to a stranger, make it juicy. It doesn't have to be an argument. It just have to be juicy. Steve was giving me dust. He was giving me cigarette smoke. I cannot help that I've been a badass bitch. I'm going to continue to be a badass bitch. As soon as he came on here, he noticed how many listeners that I had, and he noticed that I was getting voice clips and things right away. Bitch, they're not talking to you. They're talking to me. You are having a seat with me, and I did not invite you. So you can't get mad when I part ways. The fuck? Walking to a restaurant and sit at a random table with a fucking stranger and just start talking? No. Or would you go sit down with somebody you know? Are you kidding me? If I could have this show by myself that I do on all of the other platforms, I will. I am forced to speak to motherfuckers like Scuba Steve. It is not an option. So the fuck out of here. You're boring, you're dry sauce, and your ass just got booted off this same fucking app. So I'm gonna need you to put your white privilege in your motherfucking purse, bitch, and keep it moving. Moving right along.
See, all this shit you saying is so fucking racist and disgusting.
Oh, God.
Fucking weirdo.
Shut the fuck up loudly.
I don't give a fuck, bro. I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna call it like I see it. You think I'm fucking pussy? I ain't pussy.
You're still over here. How the fuck? Well, I know that you're not pussy on a fucking app. Yeah, shut the hell up.
Who's gonna tell Steve that Sean is uncheckable?
Like, immediately. I mean, he could try. I mean, if saying suck my dick and you're lame, you're racist. If you feel like that's making you feel better, you go right ahead. I understand why Stereo got rid of you. I understand now.
Oh, yeah, white privilege, white privilege. I told you, I'm fucking Italian. I'm not white.
Oh,
you
my
fucking
goodness.
idiot.
Like, what does that have to do with anything?
Yo, what's the color of the skin? Real quick, I'm just asking.
Olive, powdery, fuck, Caucasian-y. Like that's what it is. And ain't nothing wrong with it. It's not. I prefer to talk to my people. You see how we rocking, you see how we're rolling. Did we meet in person, Shanaughty, or did we meet on social media?
We met on social media.
Okay, I just met Steve on social media, and guess what? I still want nothing to do with the motherfucker. Weird.
Okay, well, in the words of you, Steve, and every other rapper that begins with little, no cap, but y'all is boring.
As hell. When people are listening to this shit, they want to be entertained. Like, it's not our fault that you're dry sauce. It's not our fault that you're giving cigarette smoke, bitch. Like, that don't have nothing to do with me. Oh, my goodness.
What is going on? Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Steve, what's the matter?
Oh, girl, he pressed. That is literally the sound of when you can't fucking breathe.
There's a difference between being confident and being an arrogant fucking prick.
Oh.
He's a fucking weirdo. He's one of these fucking weirdos on all these apps. Thinks he's fucking the shit. He's fucking nobody. You fucking have like a fucking 14 followings. You ain't no one. You ain't got 3 mil on fucking whatever fucking Instagram. You fucking weirdo.
And how many do you have, bread eater? How many do you have, bitch? You over here counting my shit. Can I count your Scuba Steve?
Bring your fucking weird fucking trolls from your other apps, fucking weirdo.
Press, 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 press. Ding dong. Ding dong.
You think starting drama fucking gets you clout? That's all. That's your only content is fucking being drama.
Now I gotta cut you off. This is not drama. If I'm gonna have drama, it's gonna be with somebody that fucking matters. You're not one of those people. Remember? Then it says Stereo Steve 2 that you had his motherfucking channel already because you're what? A whack ass bitch. Welcome to the motherfucking gang.
Nah, bro. I don't give a fuck about the listeners. I don't give a fuck about the
because you're still here. Like, I don't understand. If you didn't care about the listeners, why are you here? You're not live. That means you're literally sitting here supporting me being a fraud ass hoe. So if you're gonna be a fraud, try not to do it on Fridays. If I were you, I would schedule for Tuesdays.
Lord have mercy. Y'all get insurance started so early this morning.
Girl, we cannot help with that motherfuckers. This press, 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 press. Ding dong.
So then leave, weirdo. You fucking weirdo, leave.
Why would I go anywhere? There's people here listening, unlike to you, because you're not live right now, right? That means that you're sitting here listening to me. So what are you getting out of this besides the fact that you are still sitting here being an irrelevant ass, non-factorish ass, fraud ass bitch on a fucking Friday, and I'm sitting here being the baddest among them all. But welcome, Scuba Steve. I wipe my own ass. Oh, Kim Kardashian just went to breathe. Oh, okay.
I'm waiting for him to slip up and say nigga.
Girl, he not gonna say. Girl, he want to say it so bad that it's burning his throat. It's burning his throat. It's burning his throat, bitch. It's burning his throat. I can't wait till he call me one because I'm gonna cuss this ass out and I'm gonna cuss this motherfucking app out too. I sure am. I sure am.
Girl, you did not miss much. We was just playing around with Steve. We was trolling Steve for real, and he just Steve. It's okay. See, when you was talking about how you wasn't fucking around with women right now at the moment, I said that's not gonna be good. That's pent up aggression. You gotta release that, homeboy.
Exactly. I don't know if you need to do it into your hand or if you need to invite a fake vagina over, but I do something quick, Steve. You're gonna burst with all that sperm in you, bro.
No fraud Fridays. I'm feeling it.
Period.
Press, 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 press. Stereo Steve, stay pressed.
Period. Ding dong.
Someone's jealous. You need to get a life. Someone's jealous.
Ebony, they are so jealous of me. I don't understand this Shanaughty. Why is they so jealous of us? Girl.
He does want to say it. That's why his stupid ass keeps saying weirdo.
Absolutely. It's literally like at the tip of his motherfucking throat, and I'm gonna punch that shit back on in.
Okay, so hold on. I had to jump off real quick. I'm coming back, and this is still going on. What is up, Steve?
Girl, Steve is bored. Steve is a bored ass hoe. Steve said that I'm just sitting over here trying to make drama to make myself relevant. Well, if I'm gonna do that, shouldn't I do that with relevant people? Shouldn't I be fucking with the people in the top 10, top 5? You're not in any of those brackets. You said that you made it to the top 50. I did one show yesterday, bitch. And I motherfucking, I was 62. Just doing one show. You've been on here a whole motherfucking week with 2 profiles and been booted and brought back, booted and brought back. You are a fraud asshole that is jealous of you, bitch. That's all that is. Ding dong. Shut up, hoe. But oh my goodness. How are you this morning, Shanaughty?
I am chilling. The day is getting better, clearly, as you can see. It is payday for me, so I really don't have no complaints. I feel sad to see him, I'm not gonna lie, because he's probably never gonna get to be what he wants to be in life, and that's a black man.
And so he's always going to have this, low key hate and jealousy about himself.
Girl, he was giving
But
Caucasian. He was not giving Italian. And then he gets off the line and he said that I'm rude. No, I'm not rude. You just thought that you were going to be that bitch for a while and you're not. Okay, I did not invite you to my table. You just came and sat your dang ass down. Get your ass up and take the motherfucking meatballs over there, bitch. Did nobody say you could sit at my motherfucking table? All right, they sat you down and I made your ass get up. Don't even order. Do not bring him no water. If so, take it over there. He won't be over here. That's not where he's going to be. I never wanted to talk to you, bitch. The only people I want to talk to is people that I know are interesting people. I don't want to talk to somebody that's trying to sit on here and get minutes and shit up so that they can get some money. Bitch, go do that on your own time. It won't be with me. Like I said, if Stereo did this app to where you can talk by yourself or invite people on, I think that would be better. Instead of forcing us to talk to motherfuckers that we don't want to talk to. I don't want to talk to you. Like, you don't want to talk to me. You don't know me. I don't know you. I'm gay. You're straight. What the fuck we got to talk about? Like, moving along. I was waiting for another person to hit a request. I don't like just randomly going to talk to people. So when somebody hits me and they're just sitting here talking, you're just waiting. That's all you're doing. So don't get fucking comfortable. Like, don't get comfortable. I'm just waiting for somebody else. That's it. I'm not sitting here trying to get to fucking know you. I don't know you, nor do I want to. You don't know me, and you don't want to get to know me either, motherfucker. Like, you're sat here because you thought that you were going to get this little clout. Like, yeah, that's what you thought, but you're not. The fuck out of here. Like, you trying to come for followers and shit like that. Bitch, I just got on here yesterday. I'm already on my way to 100 followers. Fuck is you talking about? You done been on here for weeks. And where are you sitting? So let's not play the number game because I'll win every time. Oh, but you fucking tried it. So since you want to sit here and talk shit, bitch, let's do it because I'm better. Don't nobody want to talk to you, ho. I don't know you. Why would you think that I want to just say, oh, yes, Scuba Steve. Let's just sit here and talk and get to know each other. I'm black and you're Italian. We make collard greens, y'all make spaghetti. What you want to talk about? Yeah, no. You're just sitting here until a better offer comes along. Oh, the fuck is you talking about? If I could sit there by myself, you would have never been present. Ugh, he fucking tried it. Like, yeah, don't nobody want to talk to you. I don't know you, and I don't want to get to know you. Just like you don't want to get to know me. Cool. I listen to the top 10 people, and they are boring to me. That is my opinion. To me, they are whack sauce. That is my opinion. That's not me going around telling everybody boycott these people. Don't listen. I don't give a fuck. They support who you want to support.
No, they do that anyway. They do that anyway. If one of them is not up there, they do that. You'll talking to random, or you'll see them mostly talking to each other, trying to stay on, forever if they link up, if they can get a chance to link up with each other. But they do the same thing. If you go to number one, if me, Grimy, go to somebody gets anywhere near the top 5, all of a sudden we're gonna be cheaters, we're gonna be this, we're gonna be that. They have like no shame. Like, they literally have no shame. If they feel like that they feel like only them can win. Like, that's it. Like, that's it. Like, they're very serious about that.
Yeah, and I don't give a fuck.
And does the damn thing. So they run around and act like that. They don't do that. They started that type of mentality on here. Because I'm a congratulator. I am not no type of hating ass bitch, and you can't prove that I am because there's no evidence out there to suggest that. So they do that over here.
I ain't no hating ass bitch either. If I feel that they're actually entertaining, I'm gonna say you're entertaining. I'm not gonna make it seem like I'm not no hating ass hoe. I sit there and I listen to all the people in the top, and they are boring. They sit there and have the same ass, mediocre ass conversations, or there's dead air with random words in the middle just to keep the line held so that they can keep those minutes going up. To me, that's trash. But that's them. I'm not about to listen to no bitch just because they're number one, especially if they're not offering anything. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to listen to you just because you're number one. Good for you. You're not literally number one out of talent. You're number one due to numbers, bitch. So anybody can do that. Anyone. Shit, all it takes is one person to come on here with 2 listeners and sit on here for 3-4 days straight. 4-5 days straight. Look at Barb Radio. When Barb Radio came on to Station Head, they got 20,000 listens in 48 hours. Shut your ass up, ho. Y'all ain't doing shit and y'all ain't saying shit. Like I said, we could bring motherfuckers over here and they will shoot up the fucking ladder because they are talented. People actually like them. And that's it. The only reason those motherfuckers is up there is because a lot of people don't know about this app yet. So when the big people with the bigger audiences start to come forth, they're just gonna get knocked out of those top spots because they are boring. Shit, if you're entertaining, you're entertaining. You're that. End the fucking story. So it has nothing to do with me trying to hate or dry hate on anybody. It has everything to do with if you're actually entertaining or if you're not. They're not entertaining, they're boring. That's boring to me. Sitting there listening to somebody fishing for something to talk about. So there's a lot of there's a lot of random just sentences that doesn't even necessarily make sense. And neither person on the same topic. Everybody sounds like they're distracted or bothered with something else. That shit is dry. It's dry.
They use a recordio that they use with different phrases just to try to make it seem like they're not recording, but they are. They're not using pre-recorded stuff because there's been some evidence of that happening on here as well. So that's what I mean. Like a low key, it's super shicey over here.
I find it funny, but talent always prevails. So the people that actually have talent, they're gonna shoot up whether those motherfuckers like it or not. So how I view them as boring. I listen to Tammy; she's dry. She's very boring. She talks to the same females about the same shit. Okay, if y'all like it, go right ahead. Y'all go over there and listen to that bullshit. But I don't find that entertaining. I have not tried to reach out to none of them. Because I'm not a clout chaser. I don't give a fuck about them, and they don't give a fuck about me. So I'm just gonna keep pushing. But that's the thing. When if I do decide to stay on here, because I'm not completely sold yet. If I do decide to stay on here, and if I do, I will shoot the fuck up the ladder. When I get up there, I'm still not gonna talk to those hoes. Like if y'all didn't talk to me before, don't talk to me now. So I'm not gonna none of that shit. If I could switch through here right now and one of them on the top was the person on my thing, I would skip. I would talk to the next person. I don't want to talk to you hoes. Like we don't have anything to talk about. Y'all keep being what y'all think y'all are, and I'm gonna keep being what I know that I am, a very badass bitch. So hair flip on these boring ass hoes. I view them as boring. I'm not coming at their character. I'm not coming at their looks. I'm not coming at any of that shit. It is an opinion based off of how I feel, based off the product that they are bringing to the table, which is trash. It's boring. Boring.
So I started last Friday. The contest ended Sunday night, and I got paid and I was at work. Like I worked Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, 12-hour shifts, and I slept, and I made Richard's show. Both of his shows. The show that happened on Friday. I think he did. I made Richard's show Friday night. So I wasn't on the. I said it to say that in order to get paid a minimum of $50, you got to make the top 200. I did that. I wasn't on the app at work. I can't do that. I work in healthcare. So when I say I did a 12-hour shift, 7 p.m. to 7 a.m., then that means I wasn't on the app during those hours. I did drive home from work, and I got on the app one day, and I stayed on for 3 hours. And that was enough to get me paid on here. So for those who are struggling to make the top 200, that's definitely a you thing.
Scuba Steve.
I made that without my friends that I have on here because they're live and they're paired up with each other. I made what I made, and I'm at number 20 right now, and that's off of strangers. That's just me using my personality and linking up with mostly people who look like me and vibing off of that. That's
absolutely
not off of no team of people like if you're struggling, like that's a you thing, and that's telling. You're not who you think you are.
But that's the thing, when you have people on here that are struggling and they go listen to the people that are at the top, it kind of bamboozles them. It's kind of like, okay, well, they ain't talking about nothing. They got this person is at the top, he number one, but he only got 4 listeners in here right now. Then you got the one that's number 2. She got like 8.
You now and contributing to the problem. Stop going over there if you know it's like to these people that's going over there listening and saying they trash. Stop going over there.
Well, no, absolutely, but what I'm saying is, like, if you see that these people are number one, if you go and listen to them, you're going to think that they're doing something or talking about something or have like a crowd, or you like that's what you're going to think. Like if they're number one, they got to be popping, like they got to be the shit. And then you go into their chat and you sit there for a while, and they ain't got number 4 people in there. It's a lot of dead air, and then just random conversations between people that necessarily you can tell that don't really want to speak to one another. So it's like, if y'all doing this and y'all here, why am I so here? So that's what I do understand when people will go and listen. So it's like, if Armand was number 1, or Rich Lomax was number 1, or even Tasha K or somebody like that, I would understand why, because going to listen to them, they're entertaining. They entertain you. So it's like, okay, well, I need that. I need to try to figure out how I can use my personality to do what they're doing just in my own way. But if you to go there and see that your personality is just as dull as this motherfucker's, get their number 1, it does kind of make you think that something else is going on. Like, okay, well, why are they like, are you like, what? Like, it just doesn't necessarily make sense. Not every show is going to be popping like the last. I understand, because I am a content creator, but still at the same time, you would just expect more.
Yeah.
You know, so then when people say, oh, there's comedians on here and stuff like that, I heard the people that swear me down that they're comedians and I didn't laugh one time. Like, I mean, so, I mean, make me funny. What's funny to you, I guess, just isn't funny to me, you know, but I listened, I took a listen and yeah, no, I was not impressed. Like, I mean, so that tells me to not go back and I haven't been back, you know, so it's no different than the people that's in the top 10. I don't listen to the majority of them and I just feel like they're dry. Like it's dry sauce. Like if I listen to them and I don't view them as competition. I just don't have the time frame. I'm not a bored ass hoe. I'm not about to sit on here for 10, 15 fucking hours. I'm not about to do that. But I know that that's what they do. You're not number one because you're that nigga. You're not number one because you're a talent. You're number one because you're bored. You're number one because you have nothing to do for 13, 14 hours a fucking day. Now let's get into it.
Why Steve act like you really want to make this app a big old career or something? Like he don't know who the fuck you are.
Girl, he clearly don't know who the fuck I am, but allow me to introduce myself, bitch. My name is Hove. H to the O-V.
Shit, the first time I got on this app that Sean told us to, they was talking about mustard and ketchup. I'm like, what kind of shit you Sean got me into? This app definitely could get weird.
Absolutely. It's boring. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, you have some strong comments, have some strong topics, and like actually hit them, whether it's funny, whether it's serious, whether it's personal. Like, actually do the damn thing, you know, instead of just sitting there wasting fucking air. Like, I'm just like, y'all are so dry.
So hold on. So you saying, Shanaughty, it was like, so you did like 3 hours and got the $50? So for 3 hours, it was $50?
No, what happens is you move up the first top 200 people get a prize, right? You go down the leaderboard. So what I'm saying is, in order to even rank to get money, which is what everybody is trying to do, I did that on my drive home because then people share the shows. Like, it is not super difficult. So for people like Steve 2.0 who can't even get ranked, like, and you're obviously putting in work on the app, that's a you thing. That's not an everybody thing because it doesn't actually take much to get ranked. And that's what everybody want to say they be able to rank, right? Because the app got, like, let's say 15,000 people. So then you want to be able to say that you're ranked and you got ranked. And so to make the top 200, like right now, I might be number 20. I think the last time that I checked, I was like number 20. I don't know where I am, right? Like technically, because like I've been on air for a little bit. So when I like, in order to like, it doesn't take much to get to the top 20 or to the top 10. Because if you have people sharing, if you actually are trying to do it, because that's the thing, like, is Sean going to try to get to the top 10, or is he going to come on here and do his thing? People are trying to get to number one, and they can't, or the top 10, or the top 20 even, and they can't. And then you got people like me or like Sean who are just doing things, and when you can. I just had the last 2 days off, so I put some time into here. But
Absolutely.
That show was funny as hell.
Our show?
Like that show, no, the one that I did that was for 10 hours. That show was funny as hell. I did that with 2 strangers. I went from one stranger to the next stranger. And I could tell by, before I even went to the second stranger, you could tell by the comments, I'm like, yo, if I link up with him, it's going to be dope. Because I could tell from his little messages that we might, kick it with each other. But it's like, it's not that complicated. Like, I got my AirPods in. I can walk around. I don't got to always press the message bubble. And I can be funny. And if I want to be cooking and doing all of that stuff, that's what a lot of people are doing. They're walking around their house, vacuuming on this show with no action. It's not hard. The people could do it. And put time in. And not that much time, especially if you have a following. I don't have the following that Sean has. So Sean wanted to, forget about it. Forget about it.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's what, like, I don't mind doing it, like, for money too. I think that that's dope. But still, at the same time, I do content to do content. And where the chips may fall is where they fall. So if I'm compensated for my content, then that's dope. But if I'm not, I'm okay because I'm still drawing a crowd. I'm still drawing. So that's what's more important to me. What's important, building an audience, not trying to get money off of it. Because if you build the audience, the money will just come on its own. It'll come all by itself because it'll come with that fucking audience. So that's what I'm saying. It's different. I'm not on here to try to take the top spot. I'm not on here. No, there are people that are deserving of certain things. And it's not necessarily always fair when you have somebody that has a bigger following that comes in to do something that you've been working your ass off to do. And they just come in like a thief in the night and take everything from you. Like, I'm not that type of person. I know there are people out here that are really grinding and trying to get that top spot, and good for them. I'm not against it, but still at the same time, I have an opinion. You're going to get critiqued. And from the criteria that you are putting out, you are boring. You are dry sauce. You are giving me cigarette smoke. Shit, the fuck is you talking about? I have the right to my opinion because that's what it is. The fuck?
It was my first day yesterday being on here because we were watching Sean and he told us to come over here. So I didn't even get to catch him when he was on here because I was at work. But once I got on here, I'm confused as fuck. I'm hearing people. I'm listening to people. I'm like, these bitches rude. They either boring. I'm like, I didn't know how to use it. That's the only reason I heard them. Other than that, they need to explain it better once you first log on.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I agree.
I just started watching Sean and I'm straight and I like it.
Period. Like you said, I just started watching Sean. I'm straight and I like him. Absolutely. Because that's what you're supposed to do. Be entertaining. You're supposed to do something to make your audience stay. You're supposed to do something to make your people want to stick around. And sitting there having dry ass conversations or a bunch of dead air in between those conversations is boring. It's going to make people want to leave. And then you have people that are actually on here acting a damn buffoon, that are being loud, all of that stuff, just so people feel like they're entertaining. Being loud is not entertaining. I'm not yelling. I'm not screaming, but my listeners are still here. They're still popping out. They're still doing their thing. There's still people hitting that follow button. There's still people doing that because they are entertained, because that is your responsibility being on this app. So, or on anything to where you are supposed to garnish an audience and entertain that audience while they are present. Like, that's what you're supposed to do. It's your job. So when you do that, you have other people that don't. The ones that just sit on here.
I'm looking at the leaderboard right now, right? And Sean, you have, right now, from what I see, we're live now, so it will update. You have 3,100 minutes, right? The number one person from last week, won the 10,000, has 3,188 minutes.
Period. And it's just me just being genuine. Me just genuinely on here just doing my thing.
Well, I interfered in somebody's conversation because it was like an interesting conversation. With me having a UK accent, they started taking piss out of my accent, called me a bitch and this lot, and they were really, really rude. Saying like I sounded like Chinese. Get off. Nobody the fuck's bothered about you. Nobody wants to hear what you've got to say. I was so upset, honestly.
Yeah, I understand you being upset. You had every right to be upset. A lot of people on here that's rude, and but I'm being called rude after I sat there and spoke to your ass after I didn't want to, and I moved on. That's just how I talk. It's a key. I'm not literally saying that I didn't like this person or this or that. No, that's not. I'm saying that I had no interest in talking to you, and that's just me being real. I didn't want to talk to you. Like there's a lot of people on here I don't want to talk to, and you have a lot of people on here that are rude. They are, but I'm the type of person to where I don't view people as rude because I read. I will roast you down. I will read you in a minute, whole. So like, it's not a problem for me to do, So it's just, but there's other. Go ahead.
Now, I just want to press support for your listeners on this. Like, so now, if you go and you look at how many shows Sean has done so far, right now, including the one that we're on, and they tell you how long he was on for 2 hours, half an hour, whatever. But on the leaderboard, he has 3,100 minutes. If you know that there are only 60 minutes in 1 hour, you can easily do the math and say, wait a minute, something's not out and right. He should only have this amount of minutes. All those extra minutes that you cannot account from come from people listening to Sean's pre-recorded stuff. Like whether it's been shared, whether people have gone back and listened to it, whether you guys have done that or not. That is where the discrepancy comes in with the amount of time a person actually puts into the amount of minutes that they get listeners, like the listeners give minutes. So that's why, like, you can see, like, Sean, this is a clear example. Like, you have way more listens, which equates to way more minutes on the leaderboard than actually the time that you put in. It's like you have resistance. So that's causing you an increase in minutes. So like people who can't go back and get people to listen to this show because they miss it or they want to re-release it or they want to share it, because you could share
Sean's shows, and like I said, you can guys do the 1 minute highlight. You guys can do all of that, and when you do that, that helps them. If you can't get nobody to do that for you, then it's going to suck. Like that's just what it is. You might as well
And
just
there are
stay a
people on here
listener and
that
stop
are
trying.
right, and there are people on here that are entertaining, and I view the ones that are entertaining are the ones that don't necessarily have an audience. Like I talked to a person yesterday, I believe his name's Mookie G. He was very entertaining. He was fun. I had a good time talking to him. I didn't say that he was dry. I didn't say any of that because he wasn't. He was offering entertainment that people were really enjoying him. So it's different. A lot of people were sending voice clips in just to say hi to him, and stuff like that. So with those type of people, I feel like they need that push. They need that lift. They need other people that can come in and, say certain things to keep the conversation going. But you have the people that just come in and they see that you already have listeners and things like that, and kind of want to just sit there and let you do all the work. You talk, but I'll just sit here because this helps me too. No, I'm not talking to you. I want to talk to somebody that's grinding. I want to talk to somebody that's actually on here to be something. Not somebody just elect a quick little coin. That's not going to go far because you're going to end up in the same spot because you're going to continuously do the same shit. So it's just like if you want to be somewhere different, you have to do something different. That is my point. My point is not to say all these people on here suck. No, the top 10 to me is dry. Like I listened to them and I was not impressed. None of them I listened to made me want to come back because I haven't been. So I mean, you don't have a long time to entertain people. You don't have a long time to keep a person's attention. Everybody has short attention spans. So if they're gonna stick around because they are being entertained, you are keeping their focus, their attention. If you're not doing that, they're gonna move the fuck around. Like that's just what they're going to do. So I don't want to talk to a bunch of move arounders. I want to talk to a bunch of we keep. That's who I want to talk to. Like people like you. Y'all keep y'all audience. It's people on here like Steve that does not. So it's different.
How do you guys find a list to like top 10s and stuff like that?
If you're looking at your screen right now, on the top of the screen, you'll see the numbers 3, 2, 1. Like you're standing on a podium. You click on that and it tells you who's what, and it'll give you information about the content. So it'll break all of that down there.
Period. Oh my fuck, Casey Black, she just commented.
You won't leave Sean's show just for pressing that button.
No, you
and again, like it doesn't update while you're live. The entire time you're live, it keeps you where you started off, and it won't update until you end your session. So, but if I get off Sean's show and Sean stays on, it's not going to update for Sean and me. It'll just update me.
Right. So I mean, the people that are just coming in, especially like the ones that are coming over from other platforms, there are already going to be those people that are going to have an issue with us because we're coming in with an audience. So it's like they're going to draw issue with us anyway. And like that's what I said, just naturally, I'm going to end up in that top 10 at some point. I'm just because I'm a very badass bitch, so it's just like at some point in time, I'm going to be there. But when I get there, it's going to be organic. So that means it's going to be hard to move me because I'm entertaining. The ones that are up there right now, they're.
I was number 5, and I was.
Period.
Listen to me. The contest ends on Sunday at like I work 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. y'all, and the contest ends Sunday at like let's say 4 a.m. my time, but they work on Pacific Standard Time, right? So all of their contest rules, the endings and dates like that is Pacific time. So I got to do the math. So let's just say for me, it was like a 3-hour time difference. It ended my time. I went live after that. And because I went live and then they have like a 4-hour break between the time the contest ends and the time the new contest starts, right? They have it timed. They give you a countdown. They'll say it's like 7 hours, 54, like 54 minutes and 12 seconds, however many seconds left of the contest. Once the contest restarts, you could be number 1 if you're on. Like it's not complicated. Like even if you want that for the screenshot, I'm number 1. It says my name right next to the $10,000. Y'all come support me. So if you're there when the contest starts and you're on, or you start your show a little bit before the contest starts, so you're already on once it's that time, and then you just stay number 1, then you just stay number 1. You're already beating everybody. Now it's just yours to lose. So like again, or if you're really one of those people who are narcissistic and really just need to get to the top, or you're gonna run around here sounding like you're ready to explode, like you can do it. Just stay up.
Right, and it's just to stay on. Right. So that's the thing. It's not like these people that are in the top are like literally there, out of being entertained, because it's going to be hard to move them. So just by the people that are continuously coming and re-listening to their shows and listening to them when they're live. So it's going to be hard to move a person like that. Like with Mob Radio on Station Head, by her being so consistent and by her being entertaining, it's going to be hard to move her out of that number one spot. You're really going to have to come with that thunder in order to remove her, because she's entertaining.
Last week, and the person who
Right.
did it last week, they're number 70 something right now. They were
Right.
number one last week, and today they are number like 74, I think it is.
It's that consistency, so like consistency is key. So if you're consistently on here, your minutes and stuff are going to go up no matter what. But that doesn't make you entertaining. What keeps you at number one is going to make you entertaining. So it's not hard. Like literally, if I sat on here for the next 3 days, I would have the number one spot. I would have it just because I'm consistent. So like that's the thing about it. So like, but I don't have the time I could make it, but I don't want to. And then to me, it doesn't necessarily seem genuine. To me, all money isn't good money. So I would rather get that money because of me being entertaining and because my people really fuck with me versus to getting that money because I don't have nothing else to do. So it's because it's I know you could get some stuff done while you're doing stuff like this, but you can't get everything done. So a lot of things are being lacked when a person is sitting on here all day. So you clearly have no life. I'm not telling you that you don't have a life. You're showing it. You're showing you don't have a life. Right. You're showing you don't have a life.
We didn't hear that in the background. We didn't hear you showering like, yo, y'all. I'm
None of that.
For this money. I'm in the shower and everything. Don't judge me. Still talking to them, making them laugh, whatever. Brush. Like there's none of that happening.
None of it. None of it. They got children, you can't tell, and stuff like that, so it's just like I have a life, so I'm not about to devote my life to a fucking app. Like I'm just not gonna do that, so but for the other people that are, kudos to them. I appreciate the grind. I appreciate when people popping on here doing their thing and going back, to their normal life, and then when they have time again, jumping back on here and doing their thing. I have no issue with that. I respect it, but I'm not about to sit here and respect somebody that literally sits here all day long. Like no, because you can easily be moved. Because all that means is all they have to do is copy you by doing the same thing that you are doing. So you're not doing anything that's when talent comes in, because if you have an actual talent and you're number one, I can't mimic your talent, but I can mimic your work ethic. I can do that. And that's just me being real. I mimic your work ethic, but I can't mimic your talent. So that's the thing. The top 10, I see no talent. I see a lot of bored people. I see a lot of people that are consistently, especially the people that have been on here, not the newer people. So when the newer people enter the top 10, I'm clapping for them because it's like, good for you. I don't watch the list, but I've seen it. So when people enter it, like, good for you. That's great. But for the ones that are consistently just sitting there, not giving other people that are trying to come up like an actual fair chance because they don't have the time for me to literally just sit here all day, I'm not respecting that, because you can be moved. You can be moved. I'm going to respect talent, because talent is hard to push away. Okay? It's hard to push away from the table when it's all the food that you want to eat. It's easy to not sit down when there's nothing that you want to indulge on. It's easy to just walk away from that table. So that's how it is when it comes to the people at the top. To me, I feel like it's a bunch of food at the table that I don't want to eat. So I'm not going to. So I'm going to wait till a course comes out, a menu comes out, a buffet comes out that I want to eat. I'm not about to just eat this shit just because it's here. And that's how they are. I'm not about to listen to you just because you're here. I'm not about to listen to you just because you're number one. I gave you a chance, and the chance that I've given you, you were giving me cigarette smoke. So I'm moving on. It doesn't mean that you're trash. It just means that I don't care for you. Like that's all that is. I wasn't entertained. I wasn't moved. I wasn't shook. I wasn't into that. It was just like listening to, like, I don't necessarily care for watching CNN unless it's some information that I'm trying to gather. So I'm not about to just sit there and watch CNN all day just because it's a channel. No. So it's the same thing. I'm not about to sit there and listen to you just because you have nothing to do. It's not like I'm coming over here and it's horns and bombs and just a bunch of laughter and people just really kikiing, and like, that's different. If it's like a Breakfast Club situation or something like that, that's entertaining. So that's something that I'm going to want to sit around and do, even if they're just sitting around and bringing up sporadic type of conversations and topics and stuff like that. That's fine, because they're going to keep me entertained. But I'm not just sitting here listening to you just because you're number one. Yeah, no, I'll pass, because I'm very bored with your number one ass. Like, I'm very bored. But we got some clips, so let's listen to them.
I get what y'all saying. I really do. At the same time, I was thinking yesterday, because I was like, damn, how long these people be on here? But if I got to sit my black ass on the phone or keep the phone on all day, every day for a week to make 10 G's a week, that shit ain't bad, y'all.
It's
That shit
not.
ain't, it don't sound bad.
No, it doesn't sound bad, but that's the thing about it is that even if you do sit there, you have other people that are sitting there doing that too. So it doesn't mean that I sit on the phone for 10 hours a day all week. I'm going to be number one. No.
Silent for more than 2 minutes at a time, though, but then it disqualifies you.
Right. So that's why you have people that are playing music and people that are, I mean,
Like if you play music, it's supposed to be your own music. It can't be anything that's copyrighted, because then you automatically get disbanded because they don't have license to play, music freely like Stationhead or other apps would. But people are doing things. I think if you play it longer than I don't know, you got to ask like people who play clips of music. I think it's like 15 seconds or anything more than that. You know how it is, like you can only play a certain amount of seconds before you get in trouble for it. So it's the
like
same
on
thing over
YouTube,
here.
you only got like 10, 15 seconds or something like that. And then after that, it's copyright claims. So it's like, yeah, I absolutely get it. So it makes it a little bit more difficult for the people that like play music, because if you're not pretty much playing like, and then I believe too, when it comes to licensing, like you have to be licensed for that music. So you can't go play a bunch of indie artists because their music isn't copyrighted. Like, no, it has to be authentic.
Shanaughty, so what does it mean when I went to the list and I see like 100 under people, 5,000, stuff like that? Is that like how much money they've already made on the app?
No, that's how much money they're eligible to win just from this time frame, from last Sunday to this Sunday. Right now, at that current moment that you see it, that's where they're at. That could change at any moment. When you see the top 5 people are all live, nobody up there likes to ever get that live button off, because once that live button goes off, you get updated. And then the person who's coming up behind you, they know, like I got to stay on for at least 3 more hours just to make sure I top them because they finally got off. So once you see people's numbers, you can kind of get strategic about it. So that's what that means. That means that if the contest was to end right now at this moment, that's where you stand.
Period. Got another one.
That week.
I ain't gonna do that shit because I'm lazy. I'm inconsistent. I eat way too much to just be sitting out here smacking. But I'm just devil's advocate. I see where they coming from, money wise.
Well, I know exactly. I see where they're coming from too.
Yeah, Sean, and if you brain it like you do on YouTube, yeah, you're gonna be in the top 10, my dude.
Period. Like that's what I'm saying, because I'm entertaining, so no different than Shanaughty, you're entertaining. People just like to hear your accent alone, just because like, they New York, like when Scuba Steve, dead ass. Oh, dead ass. Oh, that's what we're doing. Oh, we're dead ass today. Okay. Oh my God.
Make them faces too. You gotta keep making faces.
I will.
Some posts of Grimy roasting my edges on Facebook, and it got me 15 views, right? From my friends laughing, asking me like, what is this? Because when you share it, it just shows me and your avatar, and it show the conversation we're having. So I'm telling y'all, you are talented and you are funny or something like that, you can definitely make it do what it do. It don't gotta be dry as they make it seem. That literally is just them, like Sean said. Like people are on here looking for entertainment, but the way the algorithm is set up, that they feature certain people, and if they're the number 1 and 2 people, or 1 through 5 people, and they're active, then the algorithm is gonna, if you're new to the app, is gonna try to push you to them because they're already number 1, and the app thinks that people want to listen to them. But really, if when the app goes back and listen, it's gonna be like, yo, they only talked every like a minute and 45 seconds because they knew that they was gonna get disqualified if they didn't.
Absolutely. And to me, that's trash. So it's like, but I don't mind it because they're just making it easier for other people to be able to excel over them. So that's all. Because even if you do sit on here all fucking day, if by me being entertaining and me having an audience outside of here, and my people keep coming back and continuously listening, I'm still competing with your bitch ass, and I'm not even live. You're live as hell, and I'm still climbing that chart. You're still having to sit on here and be live because my listeners are coming back listening. So it's doubling and tripling my listens because what? I'm a very badass bitch. So like that's the difference. I don't have to sit on here and do it. I have a fan base outside of here. So when I'm on my other outlets, I can be promoting it and pushing people to come and listen to it while on other platforms. That's why they have to stay on here all day because this is the only place that they are popping. It's the only place. They don't have a following on Twitter. They don't have a following on Instagram. They don't have a following on YouTube. They don't have a following on Station Head. They don't have any of those things. So that's why they have to work so hard. I don't have to work as hard as you, baby. Girl, I don't have to work that hard. I don't have to do that. So I'm not about to sit here for 10 hours and do something that I can just send my people to come over here and do for me. So it's just like you don't have that power. So you have to sit here all day long like a bored ass hoe. So it's just like, that's you. That's not me. So it's different. Mine is organic and yours is forced. You're forcing your relationship while I'm organically building mine. I'll pass. I'll pass. I'll pass. I'm not about to do that. Like, I'm not about to do that. So it's just like, what I spend more time on here, we'll see. We'll see. Like I'm not a thirsty, so if I was thirsty, then of course I would be on here, all hours of the day. Like people like Armand and people like that, like I can see them coming on here, but I don't see them staying just to like how dull it is. And some people are used to working in better conditions, so absolutely, and so like with people like Armand and like even with myself, there's certain topics that we're gonna want to talk about, that we're gonna want to hammer, like no different than when we're on Station Head, on YouTube, and stuff like that. So when it comes to just random people being able to join you, it's a little weird, because it's like
and you want to do a show and you want me, and I don't have a problem chilling out, and I will chime in and I'll fuck around and laugh when I can't help something, obviously, because you know how that is, and
no,
your
absolutely.
ass is crazy.
Girl.
But I definitely will hold the spot until I know Tiff. She's. I'm about to become Tiff West like other best friend, because I want to be rubbing shoulders with the people in Hollywood. I'm not even going to pretend to lie. She's
period.
So, but
She
I
is.
definitely want to make an episode. I want to just, do a little cameo on Wash or something. So I'm gonna see if she need like a foot massage or whatever.
Girl,
But
she
until
got you.
if she pull up, I will definitely hold down this end. And if you're streaming on YouTube and you want to just be talking like you would normally do without no interruptions, be like Shanaughty.
No, because I don't mind. Like, and like, if I did a show with you, if you were busy and didn't feel like talking or anything like that, then absolutely, like, go ahead and mute, because I can do my thing. But like, I like your input. I like when you because you are very intelligent. And you can also kiki, you can roast, you can do all of those things. So that's what I'm saying. You're not a one-trick pony. So I wouldn't mind working with somebody like you, and I know of you, and you know of me. So I know my limits when it comes to you. You know your limits when it comes to me. We're not disrespectful to one another. We don't offend one another. Like, we don't do any of that stuff. So that's why I don't mind rocking with somebody that I know. What I don't like doing is sitting there trying to have a show going on with somebody that I don't know, because it's like you kind of skip steps. It's like if I'm talking to you, I don't know your name. I don't know who you are. I don't know what your likes are, dislikes are, your sexual orientation, your religion. I don't know anything about you. So it's going to be hard for me to partake and carry on a conversation. And to me, this would have been more like a cool like dating app, for you to like randomly talk to people, and then, right, and see where it goes. Right. But when it comes to entertaining, I just find that a little weird, to have. Yes. Yes.
Like you can't even get a live DJ going on in here. Like a DJ can't do nothing with this app unless they go from being a DJ to a podcaster.
Right. So I mean, like it's a little different, when you're trying to keep your people entertained, because your people want to hear certain things, talk about certain things, and stuff like that. So when you have other people coming in that you don't know, it makes it harder to break the ice, because it's like now, it's different if you can have like a cool little like private conversation with them first and then jump on air. Like that would be cool. But I mean, just to have me randomly talk to somebody that I don't know, I'm not about to sit here and try to appease this person. Like, I'm not about to do that. Like, because you already know me, I have a short fuse. So it's just like
I'm not gonna lie. And
I have a short fuse
that I linked up with that like that understood that when I was talking, like a lot of people was coming to chat, oh, you sound like you're a super bitter woman. No, I have dry comedy. My roast, sometimes they will hurt your heart. but I could just be kikiing with you. It's just all how I say it, sweetheart.
Right.
But you don't know that about me. So you're taking everything I'm saying and you're considering me a bitter black woman. When really, I just met this person on this app who I'm talking with. He's asking me questions and I'm giving answers, and I'm giving answers with life. And that's what you're hearing. This is not about me giving answers and I'm trying to explain to you who I am as a real woman. I'm saying shit that is funny and that is relatable. But you're taking it as face value. Go right ahead. Because you're going to be hurt.
As hell. Right. Your feelings about to be super hurt. Super hurt. We got a clip.
And I think you would be good over here, but I just need you on YouTube because I need to see them wily eyes.
I love it. I love it.
Alright, so I just hopped on. What are y'all talking about?
Oh, we talking about these weak ass hoes on here that's trying to be somebody. So shout out to all the people on this app. I don't want people to think that I have an actual issue because I don't know anybody. Besides like people like Shanaughty, DJ Explosive, that's Grimy, One Golden Love. People like that. I know them from Station Head. Other than that, anybody else that come on to this, I don't know you. So we had listened to some people, and I'm saying with my opinion, not Shanaughty's, Sean's opinion. When I listen to a lot of people on here, the conversations are hard to stick around for. They're hard.
He speaks for me on that one too, for sure.
You said what?
On that.
You said speak for you. A lot of the conversations, they're hard to listen to, just because, especially when you're just coming in on something. So I feel like even as a content creator, even if you're just coming into my show, you're still my voice alone is going to command you and keep you. It's going to make you think like, okay, well, what are they talking about? Okay, well, I'm going to stick around for a little bit. Okay, this is better than the other stuff that I've been listening to, than the other people that I've been listening to, because there's actually somebody here with some passion, somebody here that is trying to keep my attention. So when you're going to these other stations and whatever you call it, the other profiles that these people are actually having conversations on, are they actually entertaining? What actually makes you stick around and sit there and listen to these people? So for you to be number one on here and then you're live and I come inside of your profile and there's 4 or 5 people listening, that says a lot about you. That says a lot about your entertainment. It shows a lot about who actually messes with you and who actually doesn't. When you are relevant, it don't matter what time of the day is. I've had multiple of my subscribers and multiple fans of me that send voice clips today and say, "Ooh, Sean, you up early." But where are they? They're here. So that means that it doesn't matter what time I go live, when I go live, where I go live, my people are going to show up because they are entertained. They're not showing up to me just to hear my voice. They're showing up to soothe their mind. They're showing up to get their mind off something that they don't want to think of. It's different. So when you have these other people that are on here that aren't talking about anything, that are randomly sitting there talking about goddamn condiments and things in that nature, is that is that entertaining to you? Like, I mean, like, why are you actually listening to these people? Like, I mean, what about it makes you want to stick around? Because I think that they're dry to me. Like the whole top 10, I have not heard anybody in the top 10 that I'm like, oh my God, I'm definitely going back to listen to them. No, all of y'all are dry. Y'all are cigarette smoke. Y'all are boring as hell. Y'all sit there with dry air and every minute and 59 seconds, make sure that y'all say at least one word. Y'all are boring. Y'all are dry sauce, like dry as hell. Let's get into these clips.
Hi, Sean.
Hi, Tina. I love you.
Yeah, they're like, hey, you like crunchy peanut butter? Or do you like smooth peanut butter? Well, when I was a kid, I liked crunchy peanut butter.
Jesus Christ, it's whack and boring.
I know, Lizzie girl. I'm like, where do you put the peanut butter? Like,
Let me tell y'all. Right now it says free talk, right? I'm about to change it. It's gonna say food fight. Once it says food fight, me and Sean can click this little orange question mark thing, and it's gonna ask us a question. Let's see what it says. Laffy Taffy versus Sour Patch Kids. That's the food fight. It says roll a dice. If I roll a dice again, it says Coke versus Pepsi. So sometimes if you don't have nothing to say, change the topic and then click the question mark. And it's
girl, this is for Europeans. Girl, that ain't for us. Girl, that's for Europeans, girl.
So listen, click on the loopy legislation one because it says loopy legislation, crazy laws that are still enforced. And what it say? Drinking of milk is mandatory in Utah.
Oh my God. Oh my goodness. I don't even like milk. I think milk is so nasty. The only time I like milk is when you eating it with either cookies or cereal. If you ain't eating no cereal or if you ain't eating no goddamn cookies, I don't want no goddamn milk. Like, I just don't do that. Like, I be sitting there looking at Caucasians. Hey, Caucasians. I be sitting there looking at them when they be drinking milk with dinner and stuff like that. I'm like, oh my goodness. Like, that's not gross to you? I can't drink something that thick after eating something thick. Like, but whatever.
All right, so I'll give you an example, right? So I'm new to the app, right? But I definitely I fucks with it. So I scroll through and I hear conversations and I'm just like, you know, it's just not my cup of tea, you know what I mean? I also just think that it also pertains to, like, you know, what it is that you're accustomed to or the type of people you're accustomed to talking to or what kind of topics, you know, that you just, you know, draw you in and just grab your attention, you know what I'm saying? Like, for example, you know, I'm not going to really have anything in common with someone from, you know, Iowa. Like, you know, we may not have shit to talk about, but, you know, I'm listening to you two speak and you two are talking, you know what I'm saying? Y'all talking like if it's my homies, you know what I'm saying? So, like, I also think it's what you're used to.
I absolutely agree. But when you are having conversations, if like you just said, I might talk to somebody in Iowa and we don't have anything in common, then don't talk to them. don't talk to them. Don't talk to them. What I would have you do is skip them because that's what I do. I give a person a chance to say hello, and depending on how they say hello, I'm gonna skip you. Just because I just don't feel like we're gonna have anything to talk about. If you have a certain energy, like or things like that, no bingo game can last more than 5. Shanaughty! My goodness, girl, with this boring ass shit. So if you have somebody that, you know, you don't feel like you're gonna relate to, don't talk to them. You know, like how I am, I'll say hello to you. I'll get to know you just for a minute or two, and then I'm gonna move on to the next conversation. I'm not about to sit there and force a conversation. Like, I'm not gonna do that. We either have something that we can rally behind or we don't. I'm not about to sit here and force myself to have a conversation with a fucking stranger. Like, I'm just not about to do that. If we click or if we start to share the same energy or some of the same interests immediately, then I'll keep the conversation going. Like, I'll absolutely do that. But if I feel like we have nothing to relate about, I'm holding you up from talking to somebody that you could have a better conversation with. So it's just, I'm not about to do that. Like, I'm not about to sit here and talk to Steve. No, Steve, talk to Karen. Like, you and Karen have a lot in common. You know, you and Karen should have a fucking conversation. I'm not about to talk to you or Karen. I'm not about to talk to neither one of y'all police calling ass. I'm not about to do that. Fuck is they talking about?
Facts, because I'm entertained and because I love SeanDavieWay. So wherever you go, baby, I will be there. Like the first time I met you, I said, you could talk about toilet paper and I'm going to be right there front center.
You did say that, Pink Unicorn. Girl, I love you, Pink Unicorn. Yeah. Virgo season. Oh my goodness.
Yo, all jokes aside, I know y'all talking about this stuff, right? But the shorty on the right, you a dyke?
Oh, yeah. How
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah, she eat big pussy. Yeah, just not yours. She sure do. She eat a lot of carpet. Yeah, she eat a lot of carpet, just not showing. Just not showing.
It's true what that other lady said about the ketchup and mustard. When you told us to come over here yesterday, that was the first thing I heard. And I was wondering where the hell I was.
You're in the fucking Twilight Zone. In the goddamn Twilight Zone.
Oh, it's naughty.
Ooh, he said Shanaughty. Ooh, Shanaughty, girl. Look at you. You on here taking all the niggas, girl, with your dyke ass.
Okay, so I have a question. Is Give Me Butter Italian or is it European?
Give me butter. They want to know your nationality. First of all, y'all is shady because with his Bitmoji, he giving me something else. He not giving me Cosmication unless he just came back from Cabo. Like he's giving something else. I don't feel that he's giving.
Number one, why you gotta pick the name Steve and Karen? Number two, I mean, I agree with you, but at the same time, it's just like, why the fuck is y'all talking about some dumb shit? Talking about some old peanut butter and motherfucking what kind of margarine you use and all that dumb shit. Like, talk about some shit that got some substance. You know what I'm saying? Like, the shit that people be talking about on here is just fucking stupid. Like, I heard these two chicks, I guess they knew each other and they was comedians or something. And the one chick was like, yeah, I was in the psych ward, and you know, in my time there, they had me do a comedy set. So I threw the message up. I said, oh, you must have had them going crazy then, right? Because they just be talking, like, I don't know, it's just people just be talking about some old stupid shit.
Yeah, agreed. They do be talking about stupid shit. But to say something about the whole Steve and Karen thing, there was this guy that I was talking to earlier, and his name is Steve.
Steve,
So
yeah.
his name was actually Steve. And then when it comes to Karen, until black women, when they have a problem or an attitude or a disagreement, until they're no longer called angry black women, all white women to me are Karens until they show me otherwise. So yeah, you're a Karen until you show me something different. But no, Steve, that was actually his name. Yeah, all white women are Karens to me. I would rather call them Karens than white bitches. I don't want to say that. I feel like that's a little rude and it has a negative connotation. Like when you say black bitches, I feel like that has a negative connotation. So I would rather say Karen. Yeah.
He was giving me light skin male, light of the eyes, deep of the lies, and I'm not feeling it. I'm like, something ain't adding up. 1 + 1 ain't 3. Give me butter.
Ooh, let me find out.
Gimme over here sound like Justin Timberlake.
Ooh, don't do Gimme. I like Gimme. Do not do Gimme. I like him. I like what he got to say, y'all. No, don't y'all don't make me cuss y'all out.
I'm weak.
Your people.
Girl, Shanaughty, this is all you.
And to answer homegirl question before, no, I'm not Italian, no, I'm not Caucasian. I'm actually half Latino and half Lebanese, you know what I'm saying? My name is actually Naeem, and I'm from New Jersey, you know what I mean? I'm from the New Jersey, New York metropolitan area, so that's that.
Oh, what nigga, hey? Hey. Well, yes, he got y'all together real quick. He said, I'm actually fine as fuck. I don't know what y'all was talking about, but yeah, I'm a fine ass nigga. So yeah.
Yeah. That nigga fucked up.
Period.
I likes me some gimme too thus far, just like I like Steve.
Girl, fuck Steve.
This show is okay. Put me in my place. Give me butter.
Yes, girl, he tried to check you real quick. Girl, I am here for it.
Gimme did not have to put that voice on like that. What you trying
to do? I know, right? Girl, yes.
And I'm actually a DJ, you know what I'm saying? Y'all can follow me on Instagram. It's at DJ Naeem _ at DJ NAEEM _, you know what I mean? So all of y'all could go follow me. Talking about some more Italian. You bugging.
Ooh, I'm following him right now, girl. I am hot, girl.
You
Shanaughty,
y'all,
girl.
I
Shanaughty, girl, I am hot. Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Just for good, just in case I change my mind.
Girl, I'm following him right the fuck now. Oh my goodness.
I just want to say something about labels. When you label people like Karens and whatever,
oh, God,
by the same measures you put out on people,
they do it to us.
So if you don't want to be measured by the
so no, I don't care about being measured. Let me stop you. Yeah, I don't care about being measured because they're gonna measure us whether I like it or not. There needs to black necks, black women being killed in their own goddamn home. They're gonna do that anyway. So it's the difference between me acknowledging what's real and me acknowledging what's fake. People call me what they want to call me. I'm gonna be called the F word. I'm gonna be called the N word. I'm gonna be called all type of shit. And I have the right to say what I want to say in return. Please don't listen, right? Whatever you feel like you want to call me because I said what I said, that white women are Karens, they're Karens. And I stand on top of what I said. I'm not going to change my mind. And I'm not an idiot. I'm very intellectual. And I know that the energy that you put out there could come right back to you. Therefore, you go right ahead. You say whatever you feel like you need to say, sir.
Sean, you is married, baby. You need to stop.
We just supporting
girl.
IG page.
Girl, we just supporting. Oh my
You
goodness.
know all of that. That was a secret between you and Sean. You ain't here to tell a man all of that business that ain't got nothing to do. I mean, he's allegedly married. We ain't seen no. You seen the certificate? All right, Sean is hood as hell. Sean
I
got
cannot.
Sean got
I
a
cannot.
wifey, not a wife. You understand? He got a wifey. It's different. It is different. You can't. Sean is ghetto. He be giving people titles so they can feel better about their life. But
Period.
that's not what it is in the paperwork.
Oh, we got girl. I feel like I'm about to have to holler. Hold on, here we go, girl.
What's the subject here when I came into the room? Lust.
Yeah. Oops. Oh my God, Gimme, you got to send that again. I'm sorry. I accidentally exited out of it. Gimme, send that again. I'm sorry. That was an accident. Do it again. I'm sorry.
Hey, you ain't wrong. Cut that shit off right away when a motherfucker trying to make that shit like sticks and stones may break my bones type of conversation. We not going for that. When a motherfucker say something I don't like, my response is going to be, you know what I'm saying, the same effect that a motherfucker brought it to me. So it's not happening. I'm not changing my conversation, not changing my vocabulary for any disrespectful or bogus motherfucker that don't feel, you know what I'm saying, that my life is worth any motherfucking thing. It's going to be much disrespect, much cussing the motherfucker out on each and every end. I feel it. Let's go, Shanaughty. Let's go, player.
Please. Let's talk about ain't nobody ever gonna check me on my vocabulary when it comes to I'm talking about. I call women parents and not saying disrespectful about them. I did not say they're all the same. Black women and black men especially are always prejudged before they even open their fucking mouth. So ain't nobody ever about to tell me how to approach them. I'm still gonna be called to the end of my time what I've been called. I live in a predominantly white state and I've been called a lot of things, but my government has not been one of them. So ain't nobody